people of the world, I'm Atalyatomorrow, and I just finished reading Untold, which is the sequel to Unspoken by Sarah Rees Brennan. Those are the first two books in the Lindbergh Legacy series. Jessie, thank you so much for lending me your copy of Unspoken for me to read. So, here's Untold by Sarah Rees Brennan. Spoilers! I'm gonna be talking about this book a lot. And this book too. This is Unspoken by Sarah Rees Brennan. It is the first book in the Lindbergh Legacy series. This is the second book, which came out 2 days ago. And I recommend both of these books. I recommend this one first because it's the first book. Read this one if you haven't read it because it was really, really good. Basically, it's about a guy and a girl who can read each other's minds, except they haven't met. And they both kind of think the other one is their imaginary friend or like doesn't exist, but then they meet. And it's kind of about that. And it takes place in Sorry in the Vale, which is a small town near London. It's a very good book, so read it. And then read this one, which is the second book. Yeah, okay. Untold by Sarah Rees Brennan is amazing. It was so suspenseful and it just had me on edge the entire time. And I love it when books do that because that shows that's a good book. So I'm just gonna go through these notes that I have. Stupid Jared is stupid. He hates Cammy. Okay, I get that, you know. She broke the link and everything. Stupid Jared is stupid. Like, you can't hate her, dude. You just can't hate her. But later we find out that he doesn't, so that restored my heart back to its original condition before it was broken. Okay. So at the Water Rising, which becomes a major setting in this book, like they are always at the Water Rising, which I kind of like that. I thought it was a pub. I thought it was a bar in the beginning. Only later, only actually towards the very end, though, did I realize it was an inn. So I feel kind of stupid because the whole time I was like, why are there underage people in a bar? But it's not a bar. At the Water Rising, they were having this whole meeting about what to do next, you know, with Lillian and Jared and Ash, Cammy, Holly, and Angela. She steps out for a second, and there's a guy in the shadow, and basically she thought it was Jared, and they kissed. She goes back into the room, and Ash walks in. So she thinks that she kissed Ash. It's just weird, because I'm reading it, and it's like, the plot with the love triangle between Ash, Jared, and Cammy, does it exist? Does it exist twice? It's hard to explain. What? She did kiss Jared. She thought she actually kissed Ash, and because of that, she was flirting with him a bit. He was flirting with her. The dancing scene, I really liked that. I felt kind of bad for Ash because I thought that they kissed because the writing is so good. In the first book, in Unspoken, we see a lot of Jared's point of view, and in this book we don't, and I get why now. It's because, you know, we can't know his feelings towards Cammy. Quite smart, actually. And that bit with the motorcycle, Cammy completely rejected his offer to give her a ride to Hallows Field on his motorcycle, and I was just like, yeah, taste your own medicine, bitch. Jared. Quote, I wasn't aware we had any sort of relationship. Cammy said that. Jared, you deserve it. What happened with Claire? Where is she? She disappeared like in the middle of the book and I want her back. We got to know Cammy's dad, John, which I really like. In the first book, we didn't really get to know him a lot and he was only there for like one part. Her two brothers, Tomo and Ten, were there. In the end, oh my god, when Lillian is crazy. She just kidnapped Ten. In the end, it's okay. Ten is okay. Okay, so Holly annoys me. There's that whole Holly and Jared makeout scene. That broke my heart. That can't happen. No. But at this point, we kind of get it that Jared likes Cammy right after the makeout scene. He admits it. Holly, she can't go around kissing people. Like, she just kissed Ash. Now she's making out with Jared. Then right after that, she kisses Rusty. Calm the F down. I mean, seriously. I have sympathy for her, but I mean, at the same time, I don't really like her character because she keeps on complaining like, oh, all my guy friends love me because I'm too pretty. It's not a problem. Stop. And then she goes around kissing everybody. Stop. I wanted everything to work out, but I couldn't see how it would work out. The relationships with everybody, it was just all mixed in. Everybody just, it was all messed up. And I just, ugh. The subplots were amazing. That whole deadline with the solstice, things with deadlines like in Percy Jackson. Yeah, I love stuff like that. And it's very dark. And there's some really good dialogue scenes because also even when the situation is serious, the characters will still be sarcastic with each other and they'll still make the reader, they'll make me feel good. During that self-defense training, Ash and Jared said that Angela and Holly would be hot together. Cammy was defending Angela, and then she said, okay, hold on, let me imagine this. Oh, okay, you two, Ash and Jared together. Oh my god, so hot. And that little dialogue bit right there, like, you could understand who they are in just reading that little bit. Cammy was being sarcastic and funny while still defending her best friend. Jared was taking it really lightly but still being a bit awkward and said, oh, if you're gonna imagine it, I want it to be with Rusty. Ash was just so awkward. It said that his face flushed, he was red or whatever, and it was perfect. And then Rusty barges in and is like, hey guys, there's enough Rusty to go around. So I'm just like, I feel like Cammy was like giving Ash false hope. She was dancing around with him. She doesn't feel that way about him. So why is she acting that way? She also took his jacket when he offered it to her. I feel like every Kajared moment, is there a ship name for them? Because I've been calling them Kajared this entire time, but I don't know if that's it. Every single time that Kajared has a moment, I feel like it ends too quickly and it ends on a bad note with like them saying like, oh, do you hate me? Sometimes. I was so mad at Cammy for not breaking it off with Ash. Stupid Cammy is stupid. On page 163, Ash called his mom Mum. When I found out that she actually kissed Jared in The Water Rising, I didn't know what to feel. I felt so bad for Ash, but I felt so happy for Cammy and Kajared. Cammy and Kajared. The way everything just came out, it was awful. The plot was really good. Lillian, she was a great character in this. Like, she's still acting like the queen of the world. It got so annoying at some points, though. How Lillian was on the good side, but she didn't want the kids involved, the teenagers, but she kept on calling them children, so whatever. But they still formed their own group and everything, and that's where all those little dramas came in and everything. All their training, gathering possessions of the sorcerers so they could make spells that will block the magic from harming them. It just worked out, sort of. I was so mad at Ash. I mean, technically he wasn't with Cammy, and he was rejected by her, and then he just let Holly kiss him. Dude, stop. Same with Jared. Oh, that was worse. And then Holly kissed Rusty, and I wrote, Holly, this is not okay. You can't kiss Ash, almost sleep with Jared, and almost kiss Rusty. You judge Angela? This is not okay. You're so lucky that Rusty is awesome. Because Rusty was awesome when she almost kissed him. Like, he was just like, whoa, dude, I know I'm awesome and I know I'm hot and everything, but you can't kiss me. My sister is in love with you. Yeah, Rusty, you're awesome. Holly doesn't deserve your niceness. Holly, I mean, come on, really? In the chapter, I think the chapter was titled The Montgomery Secret. Rusty's whole speech about Angela, you know, it was nice. You know, I liked it. It was nice reading a bit about that, but I mean, is there a way to incorporate that a bit better? Like, come on, Brennan, I love your writing and everything, I love your books, but what was the point of that speech? It didn't affect the plot in any way, it didn't affect the characters' relationships in any way, it seemed really pointless. Like, why? Cammy and Jared should get their link back. Jared said that the thing that he wants most in the world is to get the link back. So why not get the link back? Get the link back. But that would be kind of stupid and defeats the whole purpose of the end of book 1. Now Jared thinks, because of Ash, that Cammy thought Ash had kissed her, which is technically true, but in the moment she thought it was Jared. Actually knew it was Jared. Only after did she think it was Ash, and now she knows it's Jared who had kissed her again. But the boys think that she thought it was Ash she was kissing in the moment of kissing Jared. Yeah. Ash suggested that she became her source, and I was so mad. I was just like, Ash, you better not. Don't you dare suggest create the tie between you and Cammy. Ash, don't. Drop it. Now. And then Cammy gave her speech about how it can only be with Jared, and how he was asking for the world from her. Like, and I was just like, yes, thank you, girl. Like, yeah, he deserves that. He can't ask that of you. Then there was the climax. There was the battle. And Lillian sorcerers, they were losing a lot. My heart was beating so fast, I can't even explain it. It was... Cammy and Ash created the link, and I was so mad at Cammy. I was so mad at Ash. I was so mad at Brennan. I was so mad at the book. she's almost hating Ash, and I don't want that. I don't want her to hate Ash. Why did they have to make the link? She should just break the link right now. I mean, you know, in the next book. I just realized I finished this book, and the next book is coming out in a year. That's really upsetting. Why do I have to read books in 2 days? Tomo and Ten, that whole thing. I was so mad at Lillian. I was so mad at the book. They're little boys. You can't do that. I was really hoping that this book would have a somewhat happy ending. The last chapter just turned that around. Like the second to last chapter, it ended on an okay note, you know? Everyone was together, and they were gonna get through this together. But then Jared had to go, but at least he saved Lillian and Ten, so that was good. But he's captured, and that's how this book ends. Why does this book have to end on such a cliffhanger? Blech. I'm done reading my notes. I am so super tired right now. If you liked my video, like it, subscribe to my channel. I do book reviews and I do other videos as well. I sort of do whatever videos I want. If you like me, subscribe to me. Okay, read the books, they're really good. Jesse, read the other books to City of Bones and report back to me on what you think of that. And I will read The False Prince soon. I know that you've been bugging me about that, but I will read it very soon. I'll read this one next. Yeah.